new speaker here. We start with the Dr. Neetu Bhagat. She is the Deputy Director of AICTE. Just and Dr. B. Vijayalakshmi, Additional Commissioner Academic, KBS New Delhi, and Dr. Srimati Kirti Pamwar, Assistant Commissioner of Academic, Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti, and Dr. L.R. Saini, Director Patanjali Gurukulam and Secretary Bharatiya Shiksha Board, Haridwar, Uttarakhand, and Mr. M.C. Sarma, General Secretary of Council of Board of School Education in India. So this session will be very informative, and especially Dr. Sarma will be sharing the comparative study on the syllabus, which was conducted by the CBOSC in the year of 2008. And Dr. Neetu Bhagat will be sharing the model curriculum of AICTE, and Vijayalakshmi will be sharing the stories of the Kendriya Vidyalaya interest schools. So now I request Dr. Neetu Bhagat to share her views. Neetu,
Writing me?
Yeah.
I hope I'm clearly audible.
Yeah. Yes, Neetu, go ahead.
Someone is speaking and his voice is coming in. We can request him to please mute himself.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much. First of all, I would like to welcome all the participants who are connected online with this conference. And I would also like to congratulate Green Mentors for organizing such a relevant conference. Curriculum is such an important topic, and since long we were not actually emphasizing on this. Let me tell you, still you will find many universities and colleges who have not revised their curriculum since last 5-10 years. So this could be because of the busy schedule, because of lack of expertise, etc. In this reference, AICTE did an exercise 3 years back, and along with taking various quality measures to improve the quality of technical education throughout the country, AICTE has taken the most important quality measure, that is the revision of curriculum. And AICTE revised the curriculum of technical education and prepared model curriculum for various subjects. So today I'm going to share these what are the main features of these model curriculum which is developed by AICTE. Before that, I would like to share some of the other quality measures which has been taken by AICTE, because they are also equally relevant here. So second important measure which AICTE has taken, that is the introduction of mandatory internships. Panda madam was speaking about that most of the developed countries, they are emphasizing on knowledge-based curriculum. But AICTE recognize that if we want to improve the employability of our students, we will have to focus on the hands-on learning. And to improve the hands-on learning, to improve the learning which happens outside of classroom, AICTE has introduced 6-month mandatory internships for all these students. Second important measure that AICTE has taken, that is the exam reforms. Until unless exams will be reformed, the assessment procedure will be reformed, the learning will not be reformed. So exam reforms have been taken with keeping the Bloom's taxonomy in the mind, and the new exam reform which AICTE is proposing will be focusing on analyzing the thinking capability, analytic capability of any student, rather than the routing capability. Rather than asking a student how many tires are there in a car, one should ask why there are 4 tires in the car. So these kind of questions should be asked to understand the analytic capability of a student. So this is the third reform, I must say. And another reform which AICTE has taken, that is the mandatory induction program, where AICTE is saying whenever a student is taking admission in any technical institution, he should undergo a 3 weeks mandatory induction program, which is a kind of acclimatization into the institution. He will learn about the institution. He will learn about what he is going to learn in next 4-5 years. and a kind of interest will be created in him through various activities, so that he takes his studies very seriously and interestingly. It's not he should not understand, like there should be a clarity in what he's going to learn and what is going to be outcome of this learning. So another important program, which is one of the theme of this program, that is teachers training. You know, teachers are the pillar of the education. If they are strong, our education system will definitely be strong. So a very robust teacher training policy has been prepared by the AICT, which says that every teacher who is starting teaching, means he is a fresh teacher, he will have to undergo 6-month mandatory training program on different subjects. There are 8 modules which are prescribed by AICT, and they are focusing not only on the technical subjects. Other than technical subjects, whatever are the requirement, a teacher should know, all those subjects are included there. Then other reform we talk about, they are about the institutions reform. For example, there should be industry aligned courses, industry readiness cell. They should be focus on innovation and startups. They should be focus on the accreditation, means maintaining the quality of any institution. So these are the 10 quality reforms. Now I'll talk about the curriculum. The AICT has been developing the model curriculum for UG program, PG program, diploma programs, at the same time vocational education. And if we talk about the UG program, various model curriculum has been developed, and they are available on AICT website, so you can go and find it out. There are courses, UG courses on engineering and technology, planning, architecture, mechatronics, automobile, biotechnology. All these model curriculums are available on AICT website. So similarly for the PG program also, engineering and technology, planning, architecture, all these PG curriculum, model curriculum are available on AICT website. Now I'll come to the what are the silent features of this model curriculum. What new has been done, what new has been introduced there. So first important thing is that we have reduced the credits drastically. Earlier there were 220 credit in the curriculum. Now it has been reduced to 160. Why we have reduced? Because we want that student not only in the classroom, they should learn outside of the classroom. They should get enough time to do hands-on learning, to do whatever they want. For example, if they want to go for the entrepreneurship, they want to start their own business, they should have enough time to experiment that. They should have enough time to participate in various competition, etc. So therefore, enough time has been created where a student can utilize this positively. Second thing is mandatory internship. AICT, I've already talked about that. AICT has mandated internship, and 10 to 16 credit are mandated for the diploma students, and 14 to 20 credits have been mandated for the degree students. So until unless they will complete this internship, they will not be able to complete the degree. And third is the induction program, 3 weeks induction program. It is non-credit program, but again, it has 9 components. If we talk about these components, the most important component is universal human values. You know, Madam Panda was also talking about that human values should be the important part of the any curriculum, because you know, other than the technical skills, life skills are very important for anyone to be successful in the life. And you know, we people who are already in the job, I think we can very well tell everyone that yes, our technical education, our technical knowledge definitely is important, but our life skills, our knowledge about the our environment, how to deal with our environment, how to live in harmony with our environment. I'm not talking about the environment, the air and pollution and everything. Environment means our friends, family, everyone. So how we live in harmony with them, that is also a very important thing. And universal human value, which is being taught in AICT approved institution now in the form of student induction program. And one more course on universal human value, which has been mandated by the AICTE. So this focuses on all these things, how to live in harmony with the environment. It also focuses on physical activities. It also focuses on ancient Indian knowledge and other socially relevant subjects. So this is the importance of induction program, one of the very strong program AICTE has recommended. Then another program which AICTE is focusing is that there should be maximum use of virtual laboratories. Not all there are 10,000, around 10,000 institutions under AICTE. Not all the institution may have the good laboratories. So there are virtual laboratories which are available in good institution. So AICTE has created a linkage, and all those linkages are available in the model curriculum of AICTE, which is again available on the AICTE website. So almost 89% of the courses have been linked with the virtual laboratories. So this is one of the very important step that AICTE has taken. Then AICTE has also introduced the professional electives and open electives. Professional electives, for example, if you are learning the agriculture and you want to take elective in any relevant subject, that is maybe pesticide industry or this kind of subject, so you can take this elective. If you are and open electives are like, for example, you are learning civil engineering, but you want to learn the AI, you want to learn the big data analytics. So they are not very relevant, but at the same time you can opt them and you can learn them. That is your choice. So this is the important change. And one of the very important change that AICTE has done is linking their subjects with the SWAM subjects. They are various SWAM courses. Around 1100 courses are available in the engineering and technology domain only. And if you are learning through those SWAM courses and taking assessment there, they are as good as doing the courses in the institution. So AICTE has done this, that 88.62% of their courses have been mapped with the SWAM courses. And in all these courses, because they are technical courses, they are having the virtual laboratory facility also. So if you complete those courses through SWAM, equally you will be getting the degree. So these are the important features of model curriculum of AICTE. Other than this, one very important step that AICTE has taken, that AICTE has identified some emerging areas. Technology changes very fast. So what is relevant today will not be relevant tomorrow. So you will have to identify the future technologies, and AICTE has find out 9 emerging technologies which are going to be very much demand in the future. For example, artificial intelligence, data science, robotics, quantum computing, blockchain, cybersecurity, virtual reality, Internet of Things, 3D printing. So all these are going to be future demand, and therefore AICTE has instructed all its colleges to start courses in that, and AICTE will be supporting them. And in this regard also, AICTE has developed curriculums. All these courses have been the curriculum of all these courses has been developed, and they are again available on AICTE website. So this is again one of the very important steps that AICTE has taken. And only developing these curriculum won't be suffice. Various awareness programs have been created, have been done, where institutions have been mobilized to adopt this curriculum. We have written to all the technical universities that please adopt this model curriculum. You may do some changes, some maybe credit wise also, and otherwise courses wise also, but still it is requested that at least 80 to 90% of the model curriculum should be adopted by them. And then we have organized various workshops to make faculty members aware about the model curriculum, what are the books which are relevant, and where this syllabus will be available. So with this, I would like to inform everyone that yes, because curriculum has a capacity to improve the situation of a country, economy of a country. Why I'm saying this? For example, your country is kind of maybe, for example, our country is a agriculture economy. So if we are agriculture based economy and 60% of our population is actually dependent on agriculture, then whatever you are studying, you may be studying the engineering, you may be studying the biology and whatever. In that case, some knowledge of this subject has to be given to the student so that he understand what is the demand of their country and how he can contribute in the this sector, this the biggest sector of your country, to make it successful. So if your country is maybe a tourism economy, so your curriculum may be modified in a way that maximum students are having knowledge about that also. So therefore, I already congratulated the Green Mentors for organizing such a wonderful conference, and thank you very much. This is all I wanted to say. Thank you.